Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be my Thaumcraft episode of Magic and Missiles. Now, a lot of people may just find this episode boring, but basically what I'm going to cover is the research in Thaumcraft 4. It's a lot different than Thaumcraft 3. As a matter of fact, they've made kind of like a little mini game out of it. So, when I was out just searching for things to scan a few minutes ago, one of the things I came across was if you have paper in your inventory, some scribing tools in your inventory, and you scan something, you have a chance to come up with some research notes. Well, I came up with the Bone Wand Core. So let's go ahead and research this together, and I'll show you how this little mini game kind of works. So let's go in first person mode, go to our research table here, and just slap it in there. Now, what we have here, the glowing nodes are active nodes, and the non-glowing are obviously non-active. Now, the goal here is to connect all of the nodes together. And the way you do that is you go through the things that you've scanned, or the different aspects that you've scanned, and you basically click on one. Well, this is a Bone Wand Core, so Exanimus is for undead. Let's try that one, see if that one is one of the aspects in this recipe. It is, and you can tell because there's a little check mark that goes next to the icon. And you can also see which symbols represent that particular aspect. So you have to kind of keep that in mind as you're doing this and moving things around. Now, each time you move a symbol around, it costs ink. So, for example, when I do this, you'll see that the durability on my scribing tools went down a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to move that out of the way, and once these are glowing like this means they're active. And we don't want these active right at the moment, but what we do want to do is move some of these other symbols out of the way so that we can move these others into position. So, for example, this one right here, we're going to move over so that this node and this node will connect. Then we'll move this one down in between these two so those two will connect. And then we'll move this one here down between this node and this node, which it pretty much is, but right at the moment with the level of research that I have, I can only go 2 spaces, so I have to move it within 2 spaces of one of these inactive nodes. So the way that you deactivate these again is you have to click on the aspect and click the little green arrow there. So we're going to move him over here, move him down one. Let's see what's the easiest way. Move him down, over and down. And we're just going to move him like... I think that'll work right there. I think that'll connect right there. And then the third one, move him back up a little bit. And let's kind of go the high road here, see if we can connect here to here. So now let's reactivate that. And the next thing we need to do is find the next aspect. Well, since this is a wand core, chances are it's going to have magic in it. So let's go ahead and hit that. And sure enough, there we go. There's our magic symbols. So let's go ahead and move some of these other icons out of the way. Like so. And we're going to try and connect this node right here with this node right here. So we need to move all 3 of these down here. So let's deactivate those again. And go ahead and just move them into position where we think we're going to need them. Move that out of the way, like that. Move him on down, like that. And then the third one was right here. Now, the reason I can show you this on camera is because Asinor is a genius. And what I mean by that is he has figured out a way that we can show you the research on camera and it won't give away anything, because the next time you pull up a research note, this symbol right here is not going to represent the same thing as it does on this research note. So that's how this is a mini game. So basically it's a connect the dot type of thing. Well, kinda, sorta. So let's go ahead and redo that. And as you can see, when I reactivated the magic, when it connected all of these different nodes together right here. Well, that's fine and dandy, but that's not what we want. So what we need to do is move some of these inactive nodes in the way to redirect our line the way that we need it to go. So let's see here. What is going to be... okay, I can see that we're going to have to reposition these two right here to go between this node and this node. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's move these out of the way. Well, that should be fine. Move him out of the way. And let's go ahead and deactivate those. And move this one on over just a little bit. And like I said, I can only go 2 spaces with these. So, I think what we're going to have to do, yeah, we're going to have to go up this way. See, this is why it's a little game, So up this way, across this way, then back over this way, and then up. Well, you're probably saying, well, there's not enough to do that. Well, you're right, because we're still missing another aspect. So let's kind of think here. Let's say bone 1 core. And when you look through our aspects here, well, here's something, mortis, death. Well, let's see if that's part of it. No, it's not. And you can tell because it'll put a red X right there. How about order? No. And as you can also see, that's a little red herring right there is what that means. Well, what a red herring means is that is an aspect that you would have thought would have been in this recipe. It makes sense that it would be in this recipe, but it's not. So, fire, yeah, I wouldn't expect that to be in there. But anytime that you research something and it's not in the recipe, it'll start removing some of these inactive icons. So, let's see, what else do we have here? Alienus, alien, strange, elder. Well, let's go with, let's see, undead. How about corpus, flesh? Nope, that's not in there. Well, air shouldn't be in there. Slimy shouldn't be in there. How about darkness? No. Permutatio? No. Perditio. Okay, there's the one that we're missing. Okay, so now what we need to do, since we know, well, these two should connect. So what we need to do is move these 3 icons up far enough to connect these 2 nodes right here. So Perditio, let's move it on over like so. Oh, actually, that one should connect there. Okay, I think that'll work. Then move this one over. We'll leave that there. And just move this one on up to about there. And okay, let's reactivate those. Reactivate the, oops. Reactivate those. Reactivate this one. That's not what I meant. There we go. Stupid, stupid. I'm going to have to do something to keep spiders out of here at night, because that's the second time I've been attacked by them. But anyway, we'll move that over one. Seeing how that connects right there. That basically means we're going to have to, let's move that down and over. And then we can move that down. And we're just going to have to take the low road, I think, here. For these three across here. So, let's see, are those the undead ones? Yes. So that should work, and that'll allow us to separate those two. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and reactivate those. And as you can see, we're running out of research points on this one. So if we don't figure it out real soon, we're going to have to wait till we get more research points. And let's move this over. Okay, something just happened. Oh, I ran out of ink on my scribing tools. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay, and as you can see, we almost got it. What we need to do now is basically move this one right here down. So let's go ahead and disable that. We'll move it down to here. Put another node right there and reactivate it. And wow, we are so close. So close. Let's try moving this over one. See what happens. Okay. Move that over and up. And try moving this up one. I think that's going to be too far away, but we'll see. Yeah, that's too far away. So, let's see. Maybe we're missing an aspect on here. So, let's see here. Now, you can get better research that will reach further, than just the two. And once you do finally get that, then it makes this a lot easier. But unfortunately, we do not have that capability yet. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just going through everything that I possibly know to see if it's another aspect. And it doesn't look like it's going to be. Let's see. Surely water, no. Air, no. I think I've done everything. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to figure out a way. And maybe what I'm going to have to do is actually come up this direction and then back this direction. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording right here, and I'll come back when I figure this out. Okay, guys, and I figured out the combination I needed to work. Um, and I was right. I needed to come up here, then up here, and around, and then over to this one. And as you can see, I had to block a few paths in order to make it work right. And once you get to this point, you will get a discovery. So let's go ahead and put that in our hotbar and click on that. Now we can look in our Thaumonomicon and go here, and that was the bone wand core. So if we click on that, wand core fashioned from bone has slightly greater storage potential than great wood cores. Now great wood is what I have right now. What makes it superior to great wood cores, however, is that if the level of perdicio stored inside it drops below 10%, it will slowly replenish without the use of a node. So we can go back a little bit and see some of these others that I've already discovered. I've got the quartz, reed, and I believe that's it at this point. So with the reed one, it's airy. It's the same effect as the bone, only it's for different aspects. So air, and the quartz one is ordo, which is order. So, yeah, that's the basics of research in Thaumcraft 4. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't answer them myself, I will figure it out, and then I'll let you know. Because chances are, if I don't know the answer, I want to know the answer. So you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.